Hey guys, it's Phineas back with another video. Hope you guys are doing well today. Okay, so for most of us, it's fall, right? It's starting to get fall. Well, today in Missouri, it's 92 degrees. It's going to be 92. That's not very fall-y for October, but the rest of the week should be in the 70s. So I love that. All right, so winter's coming, and fall is the time to start getting ready for winter. So I got a list of 10 things that we can do to get ready for winter. We can be prepared. We can be ahead of schedule, and we'll save a few bucks. So, number one, reduce utility bills, but I have in capital letters here, change your air filter. I'm telling myself that too. That's one of the easiest one and cheapest ones we can usually do, and a lot of us forget it. I've including me. But that's the lungs to your air conditioning unit. You don't want to clog that all up, and it's pretty cheap to replace. Now, I take a picture of the size of my air filter. I just keep it in my phone because I never remember the size. And I was at a feed store here in Missouri, and they had like a blowout of air filters. So I got like 25 or 30 air filters. And luckily, I had that picture of the size of my phone because I wouldn't remember which one it was. But yeah, so stock up on those before the winter. Get you a good little supply going. And I change mine every 30 days or so. Sometimes I forget, but I try to do every 30 days or so. And they're cheap enough. Now they have expensive ones where you can. My sister has these. You can rinse out and reuse. I like those. Um, she always has me do hers because she's not going to do it. But yeah, it costs a little more up front, but they're reusable. So you can look into those too. Also, change the light bulbs to LED. A lot of the stuff you guys might have already done, but this is good to recap. Unplug unused electronics. Now, I do this on a power strip. My main power strip is by my couch. I have two laptops and a phone charger, and it's on a power strip. And before I go to bed, I shut it off. When I wake up, I just shut it back on. It saves the phantom power. Every little bit adds up. We're trying to lower our bills here. And we mentioned this on the past video about our fall electric bills. They're actually going to be cheaper in fall for a lot of us because in summertime, it's now over. We shut off our air conditioning, and we got some fall months until we pop on the heat. I'll give you a quick example. I gave it on the last video. My last month's electric bill because I used the air conditioner was $300, and my this month was 82. So that's a savings of $218. Now what we all save is going to vary depending on the people and a lot of circumstances, but that's a big savings. If we could save a couple $100, 100 or $200 a month for the next 2-3 months until we pop the heat on, that's a lot of savings. We can use that money to start getting prepared for the winter coming. Okay, and then lower your thermostat 2 degrees. By lowering your thermostat 2 degrees, you can save around 1 to 3% on your energy costs for every 8-hour period. That's a big savings. Every 8-hour period, that's 3 times a day. Think about 30 days. Those savings add up. And then you can layer clothes and blankets. I actually have, when I knew I was moving to Missouri, I found this website, uh, bigblanket.com, I think it was. And they have these humongous blankets. Before I even moved to Missouri, I was in Florida. I ordered two of these things. They're expensive. They're like, this is 4 years ago, about 150 each, but they're giant, oversized blankets. And boy, I love using those in wintertime. A lot of times I won't even put the heat on because I can layer and I can put blankets. Except I have a cat and I don't want her cold. But yeah, you can use blankets and even electric blankets, which I've never had good luck with those. Like I bought one a couple years ago. It lasted like 30 days. It broke. I had to return it. Like I don't have luck with those. When they work, I love it. That's a great way to keep warm. But I just don't have. Tell me in the comments. Do you guys have luck with those, or is that just common? They don't last very long because they can get expensive. I don't have any now because I'm afraid to buy them. They don't last very long. Too expensive. Yeah, so just get blankets and let me know about electric blankets. What do you guys think? All right, number two, we're getting ready for winter coming. Do any home or car repairs. Yeah, start doing that stuff now because I'll give you an example too. My garage door opener was getting wonky. It wasn't broke, but I wanted to fix it now because I don't want it to be February, and 3 degrees out, and then I can't pull in my garage, and then I have to get a waiting list for 3-4 weeks until I can get it replaced. I want to be proactive and I get it done now, which I had it replaced. and so I'm set for wintertime. So any type of repairs and things that you can think to get done now that you don't have to mess with in the winter, and even your car repairs. Do you need an oil change? Go ahead and get it out of the way now, so you don't have to mess with it in the winter. Check your tires, your battery, windshield wiper fluid. Right. So you want to get all season where it has de-icer in your windshield wiper fluid. That's the good stuff. So it'll kind of melt the ice as you're starting your car in the morning if you're outside. Uh, Check your battery. Any of that stuff. If you know your battery is at the end of its 4 years or whatever, 3, 4, or 5 years, you might want to look into it and maybe go ahead and change it now in the fall, so you don't have to mess with it come the wintertime. In my opinion, the less we have to leave the house in the winter to do this, we have to work and we have to go to stores and things like that. But the less errands we have to run in the winter, especially some places that get a lot of snow and ice, the better and the safer we are. All right. Number 3, start buying your winter and holiday food and supplies now. I've been doing that already for a while, especially the holiday foods. Like I already started buying a lot of that stuff. And like winter foods, like chili, hot chocolate, soups and stews, all that kind of stuff. Start buying that stuff now. Get a little stockpile going, so you're all ready to go in wintertime. You can't buy fresh vegetables now. Obviously, but you can buy a lot of canned soups and stews and broths and canned beans and diced tomatoes for the chilies. And you can buy hot chocolate now. You can buy a lot of stuff now. Also, if you got a fireplace, a wood stove, and that stuff, start getting your firewood if you probably already have some of it. And then I found I have a fireplace. I haven't used it in years. I had a house fire, and the fireplace caused it. And it's all replaced now and everything, but I'm still too nervous to use it, so I haven't used a fireplace since it's brand new. I don't know if I ever will. I don't know yet. But start getting this kind of stuff if you have a fireplace or a fire pit. And I have a fire pit outside. It's the little, there we go, fire start cubes. I find these at garage sales. A little miniature log. Walmart sells these. These are at a garage sale too. Little fire starters. But to start, if you use this kind of stuff, you can also use lint inside of a toilet paper roll and like that. There's ways you can start fires. But I find this stuff at garage sales, most of it, and I would pick it up. But start getting that kind of stuff. Start getting a couple of these, a couple packs of these. You don't want too many of these because they'll wear out, but have a couple on hand. 2, 4 of these things on hand. Have these all ready to go. Wax melts. Now this is not a necessity. This is just me. But I love my house smell good in the wintertime. So I stock up on the wax melts to make the house smell good. Where's the camera? There it is. This one is orange and cinnamon rolls. Ooh. Pumpkin marshmallow cream. Come on, this is great winter smelling stuff right here. It's the wax melts. And this one is brownie and pecan pie. Now, I do have a stockpile of these already. Like I'm set. But if you want your house smell good in the wintertime, you're home and all cozy, and you're watching Hallmark Christmas movies, you put some of this stuff on. Ooh, man. Like, I just bought this the other day, and I shouldn't have bought it. I have plenty stocked up. But look at the name of it. Pumpkin cream marshmallow. How am I not supposed to buy that one? All right. Number 4. All right, hear me out on this one. Cancel or pause any unused subscriptions or memberships to save on monthly fees. Like if you have Netflix and Disney Plus and Discovery Plus and Max, and you're not watching them all, I would, if you can, cancel some of those. Let them build up some shows that you haven't seen yet. So for fall, if you're not using them, just cancel them. And then re-get them like in December or January. And then you got 2-3 months worth of shows that they just put out that you haven't seen yet. So you can get a little stockpile of shows built up so you have something to watch in the winter. All right. Number 5, winterize your home. Seal windows and doors to prevent drafts. But caulk. This right here is like $3.50 at Walmart. They have the caulking guns. They're a big pain. I hate those things. So, and they never work right for me. I hate those things. But for a few bucks more, you just get a tube of caulking for like $3.50 at Walmart or Lowe's, about the same price. And it's so easy to use. Snip it off and just go around your windowsills or on the windows, even your doors, anywhere you see a draft. $3.50. This goes a pretty long way. You can probably do a lot of your windows if it needs it. Also, like when it gets real cold, I will throw towels in front of the front and back door, a little draft underneath there. Just try to keep the heat in, cold out. And they have the little, what are they called? Draft dodgers. Like they have dogs and cats, big long. You put them in front of your door. I don't have any of those, but they sell those on eBay and Amazon. Let's see. Oh, bring your garden hoses inside, not in the fall when it gets closer to winter, because hoses are expensive. And what happens is they freeze and then they crack, and then your hose is shot. So I always bring those inside. I just put mine in my garage, and don't wait till they're already frozen to bring them inside, because then when you're picking them up, they'll just crack and ruin your hose. Hoses are expensive. Hoses like I think I probably paid. I know my front hose. I probably paid $75 for that hose. It's extra long and it's supposed to be extra durable. So I don't want to crack it, and then come spring I gotta buy a new hose. So yeah, bring your hoses inside. Consider thermal curtains. I did my whole house in thermal curtains recently. Again, I treat it like a layaway. When I get a project in mind, I'm like, I want a thermal. That's a tongue twister. Thermal curtain my whole house. I like black ones. I like black and white. That's my theme in my house, kind of. But so what I do once a week. I go to Walmart, pick up a couple thermal curtains, a couple curtain rods, and I do it week after week after week until the whole house was done. It, in the summer, it keeps the air conditioning in and the hot air out, and vice versa in the winter. I like how it looks. It's just plain and minimal. Here, I'll show you that one over there. That's just a thermal curtain. It's hard to see, but yeah, that's all. And Walmart has them. They're inexpensive. Um, and the cost to do the whole house, I had a couple windows already did, so I didn't count those. But it's like $330 to do my whole house. So maybe a little more because I had a couple already done. But I did it over time. That's why we talk about it now in the fall, because if you want to do that, do one a week until they're done. Same with the light bulbs. Buy a pack of light bulbs once a week until they're all done. Let's see here. Oh yeah, thermal curtains. Clean out gutters in the fall to prevent ice dams. What happens is if the gutters will fill with leaves, they get all gooky and icy. And for what I researched, it can cause damage to the gutters and maybe even the roof if they have ice dams. I don't know a lot about that, but I thought that was worth mentioning just in case you guys have that. That sounds expensive. And then cover outdoor faucets. They have these little, almost like little jackets that you put over the outdoor faucets. Put it on front and back. Because what we don't want is the pipes to burst. I've never had that happen. I'm new to the winter world, but also they have. I've been told to on real cold days open the bottom of the sink, of the both bathrooms and the kitchen, so the heat gets keeps the pipes from freezing too. Because I guess that's a nightmare if pipes freeze. That's supposed to be really expensive and a nightmare, and I don't want that nightmare. All right, number 6. This is my favorite one. Okay, number 6. You know how you save money in the winter? Stay home. I'm a homebody. I love you. You ain't gonna tell me twice. I love staying home. But yeah, really. I mean, think about it. When you stay home, you really can't spend money if you stay off Amazon. But yeah, stay home. At the very least, you save gas. Plus, sometimes there's dangerous conditions. You don't want to risk, if it's icy and snowy out there, unless you really have to. Don't leave the house. Stay home. You'll save money. It's my favorite. It's my favorite one. Number 6 is my favorite. I love being home. All right. Number 7, reduce water heating costs. Like you can lower your water heater temperature. You should keep that between 120 and 140. Anything less, they say you might get bacteria if it's not hot enough. But so check your water heater. You take 2 little screws off your water heater. It's a little plate. Take it off, and it'll show you what your temperature's on. It's just a knob. You just turn it. So if you're at 140, you can turn down to 130. It'll still be fine, and that does save you money. I keep mine at 120. I always have. So that's a little tip. It's very easy to do. It literally is. Most hot water heaters, it's a little door thingy. One screw. Take it off. There's a knob in there. I hear my cat. There's a knob in there, almost like a stove knob, and and there's numbers on there. You turn temperature where you want it. Don't go below 120 though, because of bacteria. If it's not hot enough. All right. take shorter showers in the winter, right? Or fewer showers. You don't have to shower every day if you don't get dirty. You don't have to. Wash clothes in cold water, which I always do. And then wash dishes in cold water. If you use Dawn, Dawn's pretty powerful. You can use cold water. Now, if you have like bacon grease or some grease, you want to use the hot water so it gets washed down the drain and out so it doesn't get clogged up. All right, number 8. If you guys got ceiling fans, don't do this in the fall. Do this right at winter. If you got ceiling fans, reverse the direction. On the ceiling fan, there's a little switch. So you want to hit the switch, change the direction of your ceiling fans to clockwise to push warm air down. So clockwise would be for wintertime. Counterclockwise would be for summertime. You want the cool air. So clockwise to push the warm air down. So in winter, there's that. See how it just focuses on me? Maybe it knew this is very important. Watch this. Nope. I hate this element Zoom thing. There we go. It's almost dramatic. Change the direction of your ceiling fan. All right. Number 9. Stock up on supplies, foods, meds, paper products, other necessities. This will cut down on trips during the winter months. Yeah, the more you're prepared now, the more you stock up on now. That includes foods, everything. Start stocking up on everything. You know, we talk a lot about toilet paper on this channel for some reason. But yeah, stock up on all that stuff. The more you can stock up now, and again, because treat it like a layaway. Don't go out there at once if you don't feel comfortable doing it or you don't have the money to do that, to buy all kind of stuff at once. Do little at a time. It's just the beginning of fall. We got time. Start buying all little extras, little each time you go, and then over time you'll have a good little stockpile and you'll be set for the winter. Now you still have to go to the store in wintertime. You know, we're still got to run errands and stuff. But the more prepared you are now, the less trips you got to go out of the house, you know, in dangerous road conditions or it's just too damn cold. All right, number 10. This one is going to be a little obscure, but I thought I wanted to mention it though, because it won't be for everybody. But if you guys feed the birds and squirrels, like I feed so many things. It seems like I feed so much. I feed a bunch of cats. I feed the birds and squirrels. And I do it daily because I can't skip a day. I'd feel terrible. So once you start feeding these bastards, you gotta stay on top of it. You can't skip a day. I don't want to skip a meal. I don't expect them to skip a meal. But all kidding aside, if you feed the birds and squirrels in the summer, they also have to eat in the wintertime. A lot of birds will go somewhere else, but I get birds here all year round. The birds die down. The amount of birds die down. The squirrels don't. These squirrels get fat in the wintertime. They crack me up. In the wintertime, I see these squirrels. They are just big, fat squirrels. They have stocked up for the wintertime. But they still have to eat in the wintertime. So stock up on your bird and squirrel food if that's your little hobby. And so you have enough to get you through the winter because they still got to eat in the wintertime. Also, check their water if you feed them. I have 2 bird baths and a water bowl for the squirrels and a bird bath for the birds. But it gets frozen, so check that in the wintertime. You have to go out there and knock the ice or put water on top of the bird feeder bird bath. Or take the squirrel water bowl, and knock the ice out and put fresh water in because it freezes. That one would be a little more obscure. Not everybody feeds birds and squirrels. But if you do, they do got to eat year round. I thought that was worth mentioning. So that's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments your thoughts and opinions and give us some more tips so we can all learn from it. And thank you so much for everything you guys do. All the comments you guys gave, all the thumbs up. You guys have been great. Seriously, I sincerely mean that. And then we'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.